Good morning, everybody. Today is worming day on the farm. Today we're going to worm all of our horses. I've actually wormed them all except for Duke, and I'll just go worm Duke right now. We took fecal samples and on a couple of them just to see what we're dealing with, and we decided, our vet decided that we'll go with this. So that's what we're worming everybody with. We'll worm Duke right now. As you can see, we have Baron harnessed up. He'll go out for his morning jog. He is doing great. There really has not been any swelling. He's been really good about that. And it's probably because of all the trotting we've done with him. Probably we don't need to do this anymore, but I want to keep in shape, so why not? So yesterday, actually the first day, we did not trot him because he was at the pasture. We were doing other things. But today I will hitch him onto the cart and run him up the road and come back with him. Bill is out in the barnyard all by himself today, and we've got Earl in here, and today we want to do a bunch of things with the horses. So we'll take you and show you some of the things that we do. Also, as you can see by our thumbnail, you realize we have a new addition to our farm, and towards the end of the video we'll give you a close-up of him. Okay, so Duke is our last horse we need to do, and the tubes will cover 1,320 pounds on this particular brand anyways. Most of the time it's 1,250, but anyway, this was 1,320, and so I have this full tube he needs, and then this portion of this to get up to his 1,600 and plus pounds. So what I normally do is I'll stick my finger into the side of the mouths like this. I've talked about this before, just to make sure there's no hay there. If you go directly in here, you're pretty safe as far as getting your hands bit off. It's not likely to happen because there's no teeth right there. So if I feel there's no hay in there, then I go ahead and just stick this right in that same spot in the back corner of his mouth, shove it in, and squeeze it, and kind of keep his head in the air if I possibly can, and slowly pull it back out of there so he kind of licks off most of the stuff, so there's not much there. He drools and spills a little bit, but not too bad. This is, I think, apple flavored, so they actually seem to like it a little bit. So anyways, put the rest of this second tube in, and he is done, and they are all done. So now we'll go on to our next project of the day. So here I am taking Baron for his jaunt up the road. He's doing awful good. I'm so glad I trained him to work single for a situation like this. It's so much easier to work him with this cart than anything else. Okay, now next job is to spread a little bit of manure, and we actually did some changing with our manure spreader. It's not where it used to be. As you can see, it used to be over here and it's not there. So I'll go show you where it is now and where I guess it will be situated for the rest of the winter. We're thinking maybe if we can sell some sheds, we'll make a few more sheds this winter. And we're thinking we might use this area here to make the sheds in instead of where William's been making them in the sawmill building. But I have my one-horse mow machine, which I haven't even showed you guys yet much about, but we need to move that over to the other shed to give more room here. And this will have to be cleaned up more before you could possibly build a shed in here. But anyways, let's go and I'll show you where the spreader is. There, guys. We have Ken and Lady today just because I need to have Ken, hoping to today or tomorrow work the colts with Ken. And so that's why I wanted to get these guys hitched up so I can hitch up to the sled and slide that in place by the truck body. I haven't hitched up the colts for quite a while now. All right, cap a step. Today the weather's warmed up pretty good actually. It's in the lower 40s. Ground was froze last night pretty hard, but it's starting to thaw out a little bit. We got a burn pile that we're trying to burn some of our old junk wood in over there off to our left. As you can see, we have our equipment all in our regular sheds. Gee over here. Gee. Yep. G. 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 Oh. Bye. Bye. Get in here, Ken. Bye. Yep. Ken. G. Oh. Yep. Ken. Cast up. Yep. Bye. So here's a situation where generally both these horses, back up, Ken, work on the left side. Back up, Ken. And back up, Ken, and more. Oh, that's good. Oh. And of course, Lady went in her spot nicely because she's used to it. Ken is usually on the left-hand side where Lady is. So he's not used to as much being on this side. So it's a little bit hard for him to, and just not normal for him to back into this spot on this side, but he'll be fine. I wanted to do this because I want to, the last time I used the colts with Ken on the sled, he was on his regular side, so I had to work both the colts on the right-hand side. Now I want to work them both on the left-hand side, and to do that, I need to have Ken on the right-hand side. So that's what I'm doing with them. Okay, so what we have here is our new shed. I don't know if we've even shown it. This is another 12 or 14 foot extension to our shed here, which is really nice because we were running out of room for our equipment. Poor old Bill's outside all alone and he's not very happy. But anyways, I'm situated pretty nice here, and I thought it was going to be just the way I want it. And then I realized I still have 2 more mow machines that I have to put under cover somewhere. The single horse mower that I have in the other room, which I want to move. There goes Ken and Bill taking off. And then I've got another number 7 McCormick that is at an Amish friend of mine. He's doing some work on that, and we need to bring that home when they get that done, and I need to put that under cover somewhere. So what I've decided to do, instead of what I have here, I'm going to put the mow machines behind the spreader, and I'm going to have to leave the spreader up here a little ways, and I guess I'll have to unhitch the cart when I come in here, and then maybe back the cart beside the spreader to keep everything under cover, because I don't want to get it all covered with snow if I can help it. So that's what we're dealing with here. I'll get hitched on and swing over and get a load or 2 of manure out of here and bring the single horse spreader in here. Get it, Ken. As most of you teamsters and horse people know, it's very important and really nice to have horses that are used to working either side. And so, but even if they are used to working either side, if they stay on one side for a long period of time, they get so used to it so that you gotta almost train them again when you go and hitch them on the opposite side. But these 2 are good about it. Back up here. Back. Hey. The other day I backed this spreader in here for the first time. Back up, Ken. Back up. Bye. And it worked pretty good, but it's a bit of a kind of jock it around to get it in here because it's not a straight backing up job, but that's okay. Back here. Bye. And calf us out. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. So as most of you guys know, if you've been watching my channel, I am logging up at Paul Smith College right now, and I will be there all winter long. But I don't log there every single day. Of course, it's a long ways in there, so I have to make sure it's a decent day. I don't want to get all up there and then have a storm or whatever and have to quit and come home early. So I have to be really watchful of the weather. But I usually will take at least 2 days a week and just get caught up on things at home. So that's what I'm doing today, just to kind of a catch-up day. And we knew it was a warm day, so we got to take advantage of all this nice warm weather to get anything done that we haven't got done yet before winter. Okay. Hey. Get up, Earl. Get up, Earl. Get up. Get up, Earl. Hey, get up there. Hey, get up there. Bye. Bye. Abby. Hi. Bye, babe. Bye, babe. Bye. Abby. Oh. Nice step. Oh. Oh. Well, this is not good. As you can see, my tires are sliding. What's happening is I had a bunch of wrapped round, a bale of wrapped hay and round bale, and I had unloaded it, and somehow I had a bunch of leftovers, and it's just like I don't know, this stuff there and won't tear apart, and so it just locked up the spreader. So now I have to unload enough of it so I can get it started. Unfortunately, it did get started enough to really mess it up. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, I think I might have enough to make it work. I will just put the beater in gear, and I won't turn on the apron, the bed chain, the bottom piece that drags the hay. I won't put that on until I go a little ways to make sure it will work. I still have a fair amount of this hay, long hay in here, but it's just horse manure back here, so I got a bunch of it out already. So hopefully it'll work. We'll soon find out. Careful step. Oh. Okay, so the beaters are working. I'll put this handle down, which controls the apron, what I call the apron, and that will drag the hay back to the beaters. I usually put it all the way wide open, but I decided to slow it down a little bit so the beaters have time to tear apart the hay to get it out onto the field. So we'll see what happens. Cuffed up. Careful. Start it. Oh. Well, that worked pretty good. I'm pleased. There's one spot out there that came out in a big clump, and it's got the course of the winter to break that old hay down and be fine for next spring. If you recall, a few months ago, I had taken this spread over to a Amish friend of mine, and he did some work to it, and oh my goodness, what a difference that's made. It's worked so much better since he did that work to it. So I will go get another load out, and we'll see where we're at. Cuffs up. Oh. I wasn't planning on doing this right now. But with these old manure spreaders, well, with any manure spreader, it doesn't matter. If you're dealing with a farm and whatnot, you can't help but having string and odds and ends get hung up in the beaters. So these are the beaters. And so as you can see, over the course of time, all this twine has been caught up. I say twine. Here is not twine. Here is, if anybody's at all interested, they probably aren't. But this is actually, you know what this is, Brenda? Let me cut it out of here.
Oh, I bet it's a wrap for from a leg.
No, it's Baron's packing from when he got castrated.
Word.
The vet took this roll of this stuff and rolled it up and put, what was it, iodine, I think, in it?
Yeah, iodine.
To fill up the hole so the bleeding would stop. And so somehow, who knows how, that got into the manure pile along with all this other string. And now it's all a yucky job. It's all covered in manure. And I try to do this job when it's somewhat dry. And it's not too bad right now. That's why I decided to take time to do it and get some of this out of here. And if these beaters are cleaned up, in other words, you see how the manure builds up on these individual beaters. If they are actually cleaned up periodically, they do such a better job of spreading, because it will grab, especially like I was in the situation with that grass, that tall grass hay, it's hard for it to break it apart. Whereas if all these individual ends of the spreader are open and clean, they will actually do a lot better job of spreading. Periodically, this is just one of those terrible jobs that you have to do or really should be doing to make a lot better job of the work that you do. I didn't totally clean this spreader out this time. But what I do is I'll cut this, and I'm sure this is very boring to a lot of people out there. And a few people have even commented on how they particularly want their videos, and as if I can make a video for particular people, and I surely can't. I just do the best I can and try to please everybody as best I can, and of course that's not going to happen, and that's okay. I understand that. But yeah, this could be pretty boring to some people, but maybe in the next video might not be so boring. So anyways, I dig that out of there, kind of clean this up, and then I just roll it like this, and then I'm able to grab more of this twine and pull it out of there. And as soon as I get some pieces out of there, I need to, if I can get it out of here, it's tangled up pretty bad in this batch. But when I do, I try to pull all the twine over there so it doesn't end up back in the manure. That's what I'm trying to avoid. But some of this is pretty long. So anyways, let me finish this up and I'll show you the end job. Brenda was just saying how ridiculous this is, and hadn't even noticed this. Do you guys know what this is? Do you remember a week or so ago I trimmed all the horses' tails? Well, guess where it ended up?
We should have picked it up instead of letting it go out in the manure, that's for sure.
Yeah, usually it's not a problem, but it is this time.
That's what happens with my vacuum cleaner too.
Oh well. So this job is done. See all the twine we pulled off the beaters. Took the time and got all the bulk of the manure off the beaters so that it'll do a lot better job. Whoops, there's some there. It'll do a lot better job of spreading. We even greased it all up, and it should be good for winter. And yeah, let me go get another load and we'll get this job done. If you just get between the shafts, we should be able to. Oh, watch out for Ken. Be good, Ken. Be good. It's all right. It's all right. Okay. Yeah. No, we'll go the other way.
Okay.
Back up a little more. Okay. Go. Should spin almost. Oh, wait, just one. Yeah. Perfect right there, I guess. And then we'll put, so we get the single horse in here. Maybe next summer I'll show you guys how this works if I can get it up to what I want it to do. I wasn't very happy with what one time I did try to use it. But anyways, that's a whole nother story for another time. We have one more spreader. Yeah. We have one more bowl machine to come in here and we'll park it right here and we should be good. But we don't have that today. So I will spread that last load and back my spreader in here.
I have one thing to say.
What do you have to say?
I'm really glad William's here because I didn't have to do that.
But, you did have to, you didn't have to, but you did help with cleaning the manure spreader, and that was a lot worse job than what he just did.
I don't know. Was it hard, William?
That was a little heavy.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's a long ways.
But you thought it was heavy.
With nobody on the seat, it's.
You really? I was kind of thinking that, wondering that, and I was kind of pushing down a little bit, but I'm surprised because it just doesn't seem that heavy. It seems balanced so nicely.
Yeah.
Ah. See? Oh, be careful. Cheek. Oop, back. Back. G. Back. Cheek. Oop, cheek. All right. Up there. Oh, it drops out. Yep, G. Oh, bye. G. Oop, bye. G. Oop, Tippa, ha. Oh, how about? Ha. Oh, that's good. A little bit. G. Pa. Ba. Up here. Up here. Ba. Oh. G a little bit. Hope. G. Oh. Now, oh. That's good. Yep. 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 Catch that. Got one more thing left to do. To tell you the truth, we just didn't get the stuff done that we were hoping to do, or I was hoping to get done today. A lot of interruptions and things like that. I was hoping to hitch up the colts today, and that didn't happen. So what I want to do now is hitch onto my scoot, my heavy sled that I have, and bring it down by the truck body so that tomorrow it's a questionable day as to whether or not I should be logging. And if I can't log, I want to work the colts. And to work the colts, I need the sled, and I prefer it down by the truck body because I haven't used them for quite a while, and it'd just be simpler. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hitch on the sled and slide it down there, and then unhitch these two and put them away for the day. Unless I decide to change my mind and hitch up one of the colts tonight. You do over there. Careful. Careful. Ah. Yep. Ah. 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 Oh. Yep. Have it. Bye. Have it. Huh? Huh? Yep. No. No. Cuffed up. Yeah, very good. You good, lady. Oh. Well, there's one more thing I promised you guys at the end of this video, and so I better go show you what we were able to get yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, I'd like to introduce you to our new little dog. And I know you guys are going to ask what kind of dog it is. My neighbor down the road, an Amish guy, had a really nice black dog that was a small dog, and Brenda fell in love with that dog. And this is about a year ago, said she'd love to have a dog like that. And then didn't that dog have puppies? And they don't know the father, but the mother is correct me if I'm right or wrong, Brenda. What's it called again? The
Skipper key.
Skipper Key. Never heard of it before. Anyways, it's a nice little dog, and they don't know for sure what the father is, so we're just guessing there. So who knows? And but so far we just got him yesterday. So far we are liking him. Don't know if he's going to be Brenda's dog or my dog.
Mine.
So we shall see, and with any animal here on the farm, I'm going to try to train it to my best ability. And so even now, I've got a lead rope on him, and I'm going to start teaching him to lead and to follow me. And do I do it the right way? I have no idea. I'm not a dog trainer, but I'm going to give it my best shot. I've had quite a few dogs, and they've all minded fairly well, but no, I'm not a dog trainer. If you guys have some comments and some ideas, by all means, let me hear them. I'm sure if I show much of the training, I'll get a lot of people complaining about how I do it. But as usual, the way I do it is the way I do it, and it doesn't mean you have to do it that way. And so we'll take them out to the barn and see if we can get some stuff done. So you guys have a great day today. I hope you enjoyed the video. And we'll see you next time, and hopefully we'll have a little bit more progress with this here little dog of ours. Oh, his name. We haven't completely decided on it, but we think it's going to be Skippy, or Skip. You know, Brenda will have a dozen different names for it before the end of the week, and but it's probably going to stick to that because I don't tend to change names like she does. Anyways, let's see if he'll get down and walk a little bit. Yesterday we just got him home, and I had to go do some running around, so I threw him in the truck, and didn't he throw up all over the truck? Okay, guy, come here. Come here, Skip. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Of course, he's never been handled before now. We think he's about 8 weeks old. Come here, guy. Come here, guy. Come here, guy. Good boy. But I think he'll make great progress. It's just a matter of fooling with him a little bit. So you guys have a great day. We'll see you next time.